All right, good morning. This is Lynx, and someone asked me to do more on shadow work. I think I'm probably gonna teach a class here on shadow work. So if you're interested, give me a shout. conjurehope@gmail.com. It'll be a virtual class. But let's just take a look at how you can, do some things with shadow work. Again, I said this before, this is a really kind of advanced, it's kind of an advanced technique, okay? You're looking at sort of the dark meanings of the cards. You can do this, and I've done this with everything from playing cards to tarot to Lenormand. We like to talk about it in tarot, but you can do it in Lenormand, you can do it in playing cards, you can do it even with like Whitman. So let's just do a past, present, future. I got someone in mind here. I got an idea. Woman wonders why she's feeling limited in her relationships, right? We're just going to say what one thing is the biggest limitation shadow-wise, archetypically, shadow-wise, that limits her relationships. That's what I said, right? Her relationships, right? So we got here. Okay, so we got the King of Hearts. Okay, so she has an image of masculinity that is not lining up with what she needs or what she wants or what she expects, right? What's the one archetype that would cure that? Wow, I got a bunch here. A bunch fell out. So, okay, so this actually is feeling like her example of male energy in her life, and the pattern that she formed in her brain in her mind. It's actually the King of Hearts. Is not conducive to what she would like to see happening. Okay, so she would like to have certain outcomes in relation to men, and the image that she has is not conducive to it. So what archetype I said would fix that? This would be the Six of Hearts, which is there's an overindulgence in pleasure and taking what would bring great true value and deeper than superficiality is discarded in demand for proof. So she's asking for proof of what she'd like to happen, but she only has a superficial understanding and a superficial approach to relationships. And what that's bringing is an overabundance of, and going over again and again, failure, because it's not producing what she'd like it to produce. So what she's expecting and what she's wanting to happen, the pattern that she has for it is incomplete. So the map that she has of this masculine ideal for relationships is incomplete. And she's wanting superficial proof to match up to the incomplete map that she's got. And what the outcome is more going over and over and over again, suffering based on it. So she's not getting really deep enough to see what it is that she's really asking for, how she defines masculinity, how she defines a partner, how she defines all these things. She's wanting a superficial proof based on this map that she's got, and it's bringing her continual pain again and again and again and again and again. And that's where it's headed. So then we would ask, from there, how would we go about shifting it around? Okay? So that's just another little taste of shadow work. Some people ask me to continue to do a little bit more about shadow work. That's how I might approach it. Archetypally, the patterns, the dark patterns of these particular archetypes are creating these problems for the individual, and she's not getting the result that she'd like. So, if you'd like to schedule a shadow reading, conjurehope@gmail.com or 779-302-8009. You can really get to the core of limiting patterns. So what's happening is, in this particular case, she keeps saying, I keep meeting the wrong men, but what's actually happening is she's meeting the right men that actually line up with the pattern, the map that she's got of what masculinity in a partner is. And this superficial proof that she's asking for is actually showing up, and when she sees it, she's jumping on it and going, well, that must mean that this is the real thing, and then she gets the same result again and again and again. Okay? So shadow work is a good way to get to the deep patterns and find out how you could change them. So the next thing I would do then is look at how could we change this, okay? So that's a little more on shadow work. I'm Lucky Lynx, as always, first thing in the morning here, doing some videos for you, wishing you success and good fortune in all you do. If you want to schedule a shadow reading with me, go ahead, contact me, and if you're interested in a shadow course, that is the next course I'm going to be outlining, so that I can start to teach people some basics of the archetypes and how to find the shadow. All right, so talk to you guys soon.